Hello, my name is Joseph Lee, and this is the third worksheet for first graders in WILO. So here we're going to be adding and subtracting 0 and 1. It's a very common thing in the world, so it's a very useful skill to have. So we first find each sum. We'll do 2 and 7, and then we'll subtract or find the difference, and we'll do 11 and 16. So for number 2, it's 2 plus 1. If we can just make a number line to visualize things, that would be a pretty good strategy. We start at 2, and then we go to the right 1, like in the last worksheet, and we get 3. We get 5 plus 0, and we can actually just answer this without having to do any number line thing, because if you just add 0, it's like taking 5 apples and then adding 0 to them, or just nothing. So it's just going to be 5 apples in the end. Now, for finding each difference, let's just do the number line to visualize again. Honestly, visualizing is a very helpful thing to do. We start at 3, and instead of going to the right one like we would do in adding, we go back 1 and land on 2, which is our answer for 11. And same principle as 16 as we applied in 7. If we're subtracting nothing, then we're not really taking away anything, so it's just going to be 5. That is the first worksheet. Let's go on to the second worksheet. Now we have fact families. So what is a fact family? It says a fact family uses the same numbers in its addition and subtraction number sentences. One fact family of 5 uses the number 2, 3, and 5. So as you can see here, we have 2 plus 3 equals 5, which is true. 3 plus 2 equals 5, which is also true. 5 minus 2 equals 3, and 5 minus 3 equals 2 are both true as well. Other fact families for 5 might use the numbers 1, 4, and 5, or 0, 5, and 5. So as you can see, it's just really rearranging these three numbers into addition or subtraction number sentences which are true, which is why it's called a fact family. Now let's try number 1. It says, first it says find the sums and differences for each fact family. So let's try number 1. 1 plus 3. To make this easier, we can just switch it around. 1 plus 3 is the same thing as adding 3 plus 1. So we can just 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can just start on 3 and then move to the right 1, which is giving us the answer 4. Now, we just did that, 3 plus 1, we just did that over here, but this just has a reverse order of the numbers. So this is also 4. And now we have 4 minus 1, so let's just make a number line. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4. We start at 4, we go to the back 1 as indicated by this number, and we have 3 as our answer. And for this one, we start on 4 again, but then this time we go to the left 1, 2, 3 times. So we add on 1. Now let's do number 3. So it says 4 plus 0, and if we learned anything from the first worksheet, is that if you add or subtract 0, it's just the original number. So 4 plus 0 is 0, 4. And 0 plus 4, that's the same thing as adding 4 plus 0, which is also 4. 4 minus, let's do this first, since we know what that would be. 4 minus 0 is also just 4. And now we have 4 minus 4. Let's just do that on a number line. 2, 3, 4. We start on 4, go back 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get to our answer 0. And if you notice, we only use the same 3 numbers for each of these fact families. 1, 3, 4, 3, 1, 4, 4, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1. That's just 4 or 1, 3, and 4. And for 3, we have 4, 0, 4, 0, 4, 4, 4, 4, 0, 4, 0, 4. They're all the same 3 numbers, just ordered differently in different operations. Now let's go on to the third page, which is addition number sentences, like in the last lesson. So it says write addition number sentences for the picture stories, which is pretty We've done this before, so you should be pretty experienced for this. We've got one ice cream here and another ice cream here. So there we can represent this by just with the number 1. We can represent this with also the number 1. And if we just do some quick mental math, we can do 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2. And so there are 2 ice cream in all. Now on the left side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 5 ice creams on the left, and 1, 2, 3. 3 ice creams on the right. And we add them together. We can do some mental math again and arrive at the answer 8. Or we can just do some number line math. Let's just start at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We start on 5 and we add 3, so we go to the right 3, 1, 2, 3. We add on or end on 8. Alright, that is the third worksheet done. And now finally, let's do some more addition number sentences, this time with some fishies. Alright, so now we have yellow fish and some purple fish. So we got 1, 2, 3 yellow fish, so we put 3 here. We also have 1, 2, 3 purple fish, so we put 3 here. 3 plus 3, let's just do that on a number line to visualize. We start on 3, 4, 5, 6. So we go 1, 2, 3, or sorry, 1, 2, 3, there we go. And then we end on our answer, which is 6 fish. And then we'll just write this here to answer the problem. And finally, last but not least, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 yellow fish here. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of looks like a blue fish. I'm going to call it blue fish. 5 blue fish here. If we want to add that, we can just make a number line really quick. We start 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we start on 6. We go to the right 5 times. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we arrive at 11, which is our answer. And that will wrap up this week's worksheet. Thank you for listening.